Hello, everybody. Welcome to GM Joel's Chess Week Recap. I'm Grandmaster Joel Benjamin, and this week I have action for you from the World Rapid Championship from Doha, Qatar. And this tournament really had pretty much all the top grandmasters in the world. It's a very interesting event, and 15 rounds. And the final results had a three-way tie for first between Magnus Carlsen, not a big surprise, Alexander Grischuk, and Vasily Ivanchuk, with Ivanchuk winning on tiebreak. So an excellent victory for Ivanchuk, who of course is a tremendously strong player, but he's 47 years old, and that is a bit of a handicap in today's chess world. One of the interesting things is that Ivanchuk actually lost two games, which means that he had to win 9 to get to that winning score of 11 out of 15. So he beat a lot of grandmasters. His marquee wins were against Mamedyarov, Anand, and Carlsen. Of course, that was a big one. Beat Carlsen pretty solidly. The Anand game, Anand actually had a much better position and blundered a piece right at the end. So Ivanchuk, he played very good technical chess, won some nice games, also had a bit of good fortune. Of course, rapid chess, you have the ups and downs. That's actually one of the reasons why a lot of people like it, because you do see more blunders, more games turning from one side to the other. So we're going to start off by seeing how Ivanchuk had some very interesting things happen in just the beginning of the tournament, even in the first round against Federico Perez Ponza of Argentina. And this is how that game went. Ivanchuk playing black. So it's a Sicilian. And the classical Sicilian, which is a good opening that's really gone out of style. Generally speaking, players prefer less to defend the Richter Rouser than other Sicilians. And this h6 is a move that I used to play back in the day. We're talking about 1980s. But back then they didn't really have this system, knight takes and bishop f4, which has really become far and away the main line. In this way, white doesn't lose any time. He does allow black to build the center, but the idea is that white is just going to develop quickly and try to take advantage of this pawn on h6 should black castle, which is likely he's going to need to do. Bishop b4, a3. White can also play bishop e2 without that move. And then f3. Later on we're going to see the move bishop e2. This already is not such a common move order, the last couple of moves for white. And after castles, e5, very surprisingly, we seem to have a new position in an opening that's fairly well traveled. Well, here it seems that Ivanchuk should play knight d7. And if bishop h6, pawn takes, queen takes, knight takes, e5, that seems to beat back the attack. Black has ideas of f5. If you kick the knight, black can go knight g4. So it seems that after knight d7, black would probably have a good position, and maybe he's actually faster with c5 coming in and so on. But Ivanchuk went for knight h5. That's waving the flag at the bull, and here comes bishop h6, and it is sound. Black saves the knight, bishop d3. So it looks good at first, but the problem is after g4, white is going to force open the g file, and even though black is at first defended, in the long run, he's got a real problem. Okay, defending along the second rank, rook g1, takes, and everything is fine so far. King d2. All right, the white king is actually going to be relatively safe in the center. And now we see black playing